This is a sensory deprivation tank. It's made to heighten your senses and make you feel like you're floating in the abyss.
Oh, that is bizarre. Slightly terrifying, but relaxing all the same.
This is Judith. She's an expert at nosing and tasting of whiskey. Having spent years on our prestigious tasting panel, it's safe to say she has a professional palate. We have a range of whiskey abilities, and we're going to test ourselves before and after using the tank to see how it affects our ability to nose and taste whiskey. We've got a row of ominous drams here, and none of us know what they are. Everyone's going to have a taste and write down a tasting note. Then we'll do the same after we've soaked in the tank for a while and see how it changes.
I have been doing whiskey for properly, I would say, about around 10 years. I'm still very much in my journey.
I myself have been drinking whiskey for quite a while, but I'm definitely still a novice in terms of being able to sensory pick out a few different notes from this dram.
Learning about whiskey for 6 years now, and I'm still learning. Of course, there are a lot to learn. I'm also part of the tasting panel for SMWS. So basically we try the whiskies before they go into the bottle. We come up with tasting notes, sometimes we come up with bottle names.
This dram, very pleasant, light. It's got cereal notes about it, probably early teens. It's got a high ABV on it, it's got nice legs, so that's the ABV side for me.
I think it was quite grassy. I got some light floral notes, quite delicate, and maybe some apricots in there as well. It'd be really interesting to see what the other guys put, because I have no idea really.
I got quite a lot of warm, spicy notes, kind of like dry flowers from the meadow. A little hint of watermelon I got. It was a quite fresh nose for the first nosing, and it developed and opened up a little bit with the warm, spicy notes.
I'm very curious about the whole sensory deprivation stuff. I'm curious about the pods. Yeah, looking forward to it.
I was very nervous when I arrived. Now we had a look around, and I'm very much looking forward to it, and I'm really curious what this is going to bring. I think it's not going to be a whiskey experience only, but it's something that I can probably come back to and benefit from in like other parts of life as well.
I'm looking forward to the tank. Hopefully it can help me pick out a few more flavours in the dram when we try it afterwards.
Okay. I'm in.
It's quite weird, I'm not in control.
Ooh. Oh, that is bizarre. Just kind of like effortlessly floating in water, which is just such a strange feeling.
Once everyone comes out, we're going to try the same dram again and see if there's any differences. Alright, I'm back. I've been sat marinating for a while.
That was quite something. I did most of it in darkness, and you've just got no sensation at all of time or anything. It's quite something.
Very interesting. I could hear my bones cracking and then I could hear my heart pumping and all these kind of things you don't normally hear. It's very refreshing, it's very interesting.
Let's give it a try and see what's different. It definitely feels just a lot more intense already. Like I kind of put my nose close to the glass and it is just hitting me immediately.
I don't normally drink in the bath, but whoa, it's way up the back of my nose. Whereas beforehand it wasn't. It was very much in the mouth.
Can you kind of get notes of like light apples, maybe some light citrus fruits?
I get a little bit of grassiness from it now, which you didn't get first.
It's quite intense, and I would definitely say the flavour has changed slightly. I'm getting more kind of wheat, almost like barley notes.
I'm getting more grassier notes on it. But kind of shorter finish, if that makes sense as well.
Alright, we're going to go and compare our results now to see how it changed before and after using the sensory deprivation tank. But we're also going to have one final whiskey where the guys can put their senses to the test. Alright guys, so we're here with our second taste test. Hopefully our senses have been heightened. Slange.
Slange.
Instantly my nose just feels so much more sensitive. I'm just picking so much more up. Again, being a novice, I wouldn't be able to tell you half the things that I am picking up, but there's definitely something there.
What's a coastal note? Right up the back of the nose. It's as if the float's actually changed and cleansed your palate.
What sort of notes are you picking up then, Judith?
I believe we're supposed to get a little bit of smokiness, but it's so light. I get loads of like deep, warm vanilla notes behind it straight away.
I might be far off with this, but it almost feels a little bit meaty to me. Not like a really heavy, dense, but there's just a little note of, I wouldn't know how to describe it, but it feels a little bit meaty.
This is quite strong now.
Yeah, you definitely feel that
Yeah.
cask strength whiskey hits
Oh, wow.
different. It tastes quite salty, but I don't know if that's just because I've been lying in
It might
500
be.
grams of salt water for a good while.
Definitely coastal.
Yeah, everything definitely feels heightened to me. It's not.
Yes.
I just feel much more aware of everything, be it like the clothes, the way I breathe, the taste of the whiskey, the smell of the whiskey. Everything is just feels so simple. It can stands out so clearly.
Easier to sense things.
Exactly, yeah. And for a rookie like me, I need all the help I can get in picking out these different notes from this whiskey. Perfect. Well, I think we've done all the hard work now. We've done our taste tests. Let's go and have a look at how accurate we were. The first dram we had was cask number 94.27, Leave the Bottle, a sweet, gooey, bouncy and playful whiskey for tumblers, generous measures and good hearty fun. Lots of lush fruits, waxes and easy pleasure. It is a second fill ex bourbon barrel, 54.4% ABV, and it's 13 years old. Okay, we're going to move on to the second dram that we had now. Now I think we're all kind of in the same boat with this one. Just a little hint of peat, and you were kind of saying oily as well.
Smoky, coastal, but definitely bourbon again. Bourbon in the background. It's that side of it. Possibly the smokiness is a little bit old leather, that kind of side to it.
It's distillery number 4, cask number 372. It's an 11-year-old from a first fill ex-bourbon barrel. Tasting notes are a leather pouch, burning heather, honey, vanilla and coconut sponge. Single malt, originally from a bourbon hogshead. There we go, so it's been married together in this cask.
Never got the coconut side of it.
No. Burning heather, again, that little hint of peat smoke, and I'm pretty sure you said there was that sort of sweet note of vanilla and honey as well, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much of that we can attribute to the tanks, but
No.
our results afterwards were certainly spot on. Well, that's it for this Maverick tasting. Let us know down below what you would like to see us try next in the next episode where we drink whiskey somewhere and call it work.
Thanks.
So,